Hey guys, Carlz0r here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Vagante. Now you may be wondering why I'm starting from the middle of a gameplay session rather than the title screen or something like I normally do. And the main reason for that is actually because this is another kind of procedurally generated type game, and I think I'd rather start in the middle of a decent run rather than embarrass myself over and over or, repeatedly start from the beginning of a run over and over again trying to get a good one to record. I'm having a decent run right now, so this is a good time to actually show off some gameplay from deep within the game, or at least, that was, I think, level 2 that I just cleared. You may be noticing this is kind of a Spelunky-like. This is even kind of a damsel that I just saved. She restored some of my health when I left the stage, but there is a big difference between this and Spelunky, which is that when you open up the menu, you see that it has inventory management, and this is a spell book that I don't have any spells in yet, and these different skills that you can take and different stats that you can level up and stuff. So it has a lot of RPG elements to it. I actually got this pair of gauntlets, and I'm thinking about trying them on, but there's a chance that they could be cursed, so I could get stuck with them on. And these gloves that I'm already wearing are pretty good, so I think I'll just wait until I find either an uncurse or identify scroll before I risk it, just in case. I mean, this one does make me lose -1 dexterity, and I am the archer or thief class or whatever they call this. But, geez. Yeah, I think I'll just, I think I have, yeah, this one actually gives me that dexterity point back, so I'm actually not too concerned about the fact that, in the midst of all that good stuff that it does, that it takes away 1 point. Now, as a thief, I have a range of abilities that I can select, and I can show those to you really quick because I'm currently in stealth mode, which is one of the thief's abilities. Now, choosing a class at the beginning doesn't necessarily limit what you can and can't do, but it does kind of determine what you're going to be best at and what your starting equipment is going to be. As a thief, you start with more arrows than usual. You start with a bow and a dagger. I started with like 40 arrows. I picked up a whole bunch, and I actually don't use a whole lot of arrows. I only use them if I have to or if I'm fighting a boss or something. So anyway, the dagger is a pretty weak weapon, but I can actually do critical hits if I'm using a dagger type weapon every time as long as I'm in stealth mode. Now when I hit an enemy, I come out of stealth mode, so only the first strike will be critical, but it does help out a lot in combat situations. Starting with a basic bow, I can find upgrades to these weapons, of course. I just haven't been lucky enough to come across something like that yet. But I do have these different skills. I can take acrobatics, which the first level of that will give me tumbling, which means that I can roll, and I can also roll when I fall to reduce the damage taken. Archery allows me, instead of just having to stand still while I charge my bow, I can actually walk back and forth, but the character remains standing in the same position. I can become better with a dagger, which I haven't done yet. Dagger attacks always have a chance to critically strike is something that I might pick up next. I actually really like that. But right now, what I have under Shadow is Shadow Attunement and Strike of Darkness, and since you can't see the descriptions for those right now, it's currently showing the description for the next skill, which is Shadow Clone. And I might actually go ahead and pick that up because I have a point, because I just leveled up after that last level. What the 2 points that I've put into Shadow allow me to do is allow me to go into stealth mode. That's the Shadow Attunement, and then Strike of Darkness is, of course, what lets me do the critical attacks when I'm in stealth mode. Anyway, I think I'm going to take this. I could also spend the point on an attribute, but I usually don't do that. I usually go ahead and take skills and stuff. So now all of my strikes might be critical strikes. These enemies aren't reacting to me because I'm in stealth mode. The only reason, by the way, that I can hug the walls like this is because of one of my pieces of equipment. I think it's the gloves. Yeah, grab walls. That's the other reason I really like these gloves, is because they allow me to hang on walls so I can do slightly trickier maneuvers and clear slightly higher jumps. Now, you can always edge grab like this, but as far as sliding down walls and stuff, it's not always something that you can do. Now, these enemies, I'm trying not to unstealth myself while I'm in this level because these guys can summon more baddies for me to fight. And I don't think I get experience from those bad guys. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But I do get experience from killing normal guys, and it does make me kind of want to get into some combat here, even just so that I could open up these crates and barrels just to see what's inside. I might find scrolls and potions. That's another thing for me to mention, by the way. When you first start the game, if you find any scrolls or potions, the effects and the colors of the scrolls and potions are randomized. So I don't know what this cyan potion does until I either drink it or identify it with an identify scroll, which I don't have. And you don't even know what the identify scrolls are when you first find them until you try to use them. I think there are wizard skills that identify or mage skills rather, that identify the various types of potions and scrolls for you. I'm going to try dropping down here. And like I said, I'm trying not to come out of stealth mode. This is a chest that can be opened if I get the key that comes from defeating the boss of this stage. But yeah, I'm trying to remain stealthed. What is that on the floor? I've never seen one of those before. Oh, it's a teleporter. I just don't want to fight. That's a red bat hanging there. Those are a pretty basic enemy. But I don't want to fight the floating guys. I could go ahead and show you what they do, I suppose. This one's all by himself. So, as you can see, he spends a little while casting a spell, and then when it's done casting, there's more enemies for me to fight. And I can go ahead and stealth again. Oh, they're summoning more guys. Oh, okay, so those things aren't always teleporters. In that case, it was a trap that froze me, or maybe that was the spell effect of the guy. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna start running now because, well, I unstealthed myself. Oh gosh, what is that rune orb thing? That music means that the boss for this stage is activated. Oh, I see him. Let's get out of here, guys. Oh, there's the exit. Let's get out. The other big difference between this and Spelunky, besides the RPG elements and the kind of roguelike aspect of it, is that the stages aren't always shaped the same. And there's a lot of different types of stages. They don't all necessarily come in a certain type of order. Like, I've never even been to one of these before. This looks like a forest. Oh gosh. This thing can see me even though I'm stealthed, although it might be because he saw me before I got stealthed. Oh gosh. They just do damage. Indigo potion. I don't even know what an indigo potion does on this run. I actually have a couple of potions of regeneration. I'm gonna go ahead and take those. Slowly restore my health. The bad thing about starting from mid-run is that I don't get to fight as many things and look awesome. Oh, that guy is like a master archer. He can actually shoot at multiple angles, which is one of the later archery skills that I haven't tried yet. I don't know exactly how the aiming works. I imagine you move the control stick up and down. I think, yeah, I'm collecting his arrows. That's nice. Because see, with... Oh, I just took falling damage there because I was trying to get away from whatever the heck those things are. Griffins or something? Do they even know that I'm here anymore? Oh, that bar that's filling up below my feet, by the way, that's also something that's not always there. These boots, plotting boots, take I can charge up extra damage by walking, and they give me +1 speed in this case because they're extra magical. I don't know what these things are either. I'm encountering all kinds of stuff that I've never seen before, guys, but yeah, I don't get to look all, like, totally badass or anything and kill everything on a level like I normally do towards the beginning. Whoa! That guy got a crazy amount of knockback for some reason. Oh no, I'm dead. That's it for me. I had another regen potion, but that thing ate me, so I guess I don't get to live anymore. Anyway, this will give me a good opportunity to show you guys some of the other stuff. Something worth noting, by the way, and I'm going to issue you guys a challenge if you happen to be watching this part of the video. There is a jumping puzzle in this stage, and the developers have kind of semi-acknowledged that there is something to this jumping puzzle. If you can get pixel-perfect jumps, absolutely precise, from this platform to that vine-covered platform that I'm trying to reach right there, and you might not be able to see it very well in the video. I'll try to jump up a little bit right here. You can see another one in the middle, and then there's another one with more leaves over it to the left, and then there's a platform way up top straight up from me, and then there's one kind of in the middle straight up from me. The developers say that there is something, well, somebody questioned what those were for, and one of the developers simply said, "It begins." So it's kind of mysterious, kind of weird. One thing I also know about that, and I'll go ahead and bring out the mage really quick, is that there are these damageable things. I don't know if I'll be able to hit one of them from here. There we go. There are damageable things in this room, and only the mage can hit them, because only the mage has an ability that you can use on the character select screen. Now, I do know also that if you try to make... Wait. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, I've unlocked a couple new things. I have the deprived background, which allows me to start with nothing, kind of like in Dark Souls, and the strong background, which I already had before. It just makes your strength slightly higher when you start. But this character, I've never seen before. Kind of looks like Princess Mononoke or something. I've never tried this character. Let's go check it out. I was going to show you the warrior or something. But, what are her skills like? Wait. There don't appear to be any skills for this character. I wonder what the gimmick here is. This is intriguing. I've never seen this character before. And there doesn't appear to really be anything... Maybe I'm just supposed to spend everything in strength. Or, you know, in my attributes or whatever instead of skills. Hang on, somebody is interrupting the recording. And I'm back, sorry about that. So yeah, I don't know exactly how to play this character. All I know is that I started with nothing. I have no skills. I seem to move a little bit faster as this character, maybe? It's hard to tell because I had like speed enhancement stuff on my last character. Ooh, a lightning wand. Let's equip that. I can show you guys some more of the magic effects and stuff. So there's tons and tons of effects in this game. Nice. Now wands have charges on them. This has 12 out of 15 left. But I can go ahead and just play with it a little bit and enjoy it while it lasts. Die. There's tons of effects in this game. There's already tons of content. This is an early access title. And it's still being worked on, but there's already a ton of stuff to it. I'm enjoying myself thoroughly. I'd highly recommend that you pick this one up, even though it is, whoa, it's a mimic. Even though this game is like $15, so it's not exactly cheap. Oh, and I don't know the mystery of these signs that say Tori on them. Maybe that's just like the developer's girlfriend or something? I have no idea. Anyway. I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage. I'm just kind of screwing around at this point. Oh, wand's out of charges. I wonder if I can still smack stuff with it, though. A good thing to test it on would be this worm, because they don't really home in on you. Well, I can hit stuff with it, but... Oh, that was a rock trap. I saw the one directly to the left of me. You see that pressure plate there? 2 spaces before the treasure chest. I'm going to go in as the knight. I wonder if that's just an experimental character, or if there's, like, some special gimmicks to that character that I don't know about or something. And, anyway, that'll be a mystery for another day. So as you can see, the knight starts out with a sword, and his attack speed is... Whoa, he got hit by one of the Dungeon Zone arrow traps. He was careless. Probably would have gotten me if it didn't get him, though, because it was all the way on the opposite wall. My light radius isn't... Oh, okay. Yeah, now I go. That mark on the wall there means that it's an arrow trap. Anyway, can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, something I forgot to do. Is when you start off the game, you actually start with 1 point, and you can either put that in an attribute or a skill. And I'm going to put it in... The first thing from that is take no falling damage, hold down to block attacks. I usually go for either sharp movement or angelic wings, sword or holy. I'm going to go with sword for this case, just so I can show off the downward strike. It's kind of an old school Zelda move. You just jump, hit down, and attack. Oops. If you bounce on them with your body, it doesn't do the same thing as bouncing on them with your actual sword point. Now, I think these are spiky shoes. These should, yeah, jump on enemies to damage them. So now, I actually don't need the downward strike, at least not quite as much. I can just jump on enemies like Mario. Or like the Spelunky guy, for that matter, for most enemies. Spike shoes for this game are like jumping on anybody in Spelunky. Anybody who doesn't wear spike shoes to be killed. Whoa. Game stopped there for a second. Anyway. Yeah, those little guys will come out of the floor sometimes too. And I don't think I've mentioned yet that spikes. I guess I haven't really seen that many spikes yet, but spikes are insta-death. Very much like Spelunky and a lot of other games like Mega Man and stuff. If you step on spikes, it's pretty much considered that you are impaled, and you will not be able to continue your journey. Ouch. Let's see, the thing is, there's another... Oh, there's several more arrow traps up here. I wonder if I can... Yeah. Cool. Oh, I got a fire wand. Let's check that out. There's a quick switch for wands, and then there's also spells in the game. And if you start as a mage, you start with Magic Missile, and you can find others no matter what character you're playing as. I'm actually going to save that. I'm going to save that wand for attacking the boss over there. You can see him. Oh, here's a shop. There are shops in this game. Usually the items that are in a shop are identified, but if it's a potion or something, it's not. Sometimes even the items in shops can be cursed, but it'll tell you that it's cursed. This is a Book of Fireball. I could actually buy this and have a spell. I need 5 more gold coins. Oh. For some reason the game keeps on stopping for long periods of time, and I'm not sure why. It hasn't ever done it before, and I've played this game for like 3 or 4 hours. I think it might be due specifically to the fact that I'm recording. Now this boss is one of, I guess, 3 or 4 different bosses that I've played as before, or that I've fought against before. Gosh, I can't talk today at all. This one kind of just charges around. He summons enemies occasionally. He's not too difficult to defeat on his own, but the ads that he spawns are kind of annoying. Plus, there just happen to already be a ton of guys around him either. Anyway. Oh, okay. That wand also poisons things if I hit them directly. That's why that slime got poisoned. I was sitting there trying to figure that out. Probably not the best situation to be sitting around trying to figure something out in, but... Guys, I'm not playing seriously right now. I'm just showing you guys the game. Ah. I could use my downward strike on this guy. Usually to pretty good effect, yeah. Now see, usually spikes and stuff affect enemies too. Ooh, need to get out of there for a second. I'm running kind of low on health. Ooh, he's following me. I'll just do this. Ha ha ha. And I got his treasure key, which means I can open that big treasure chest over there and show you guys what that's all about. I want to get the scroll. You don't walk over the tops of ladders in this like you do in Spelunky. You fall through them unless you hold up or down to latch onto them, which is kind of strange and hard to get used to, but eh. Wand of Pestilence? Okay, I gotta try that out. Oh, it's cursed, which means that I cannot unequip it until I can uncurse it. Now, it's possible... That was an identify scroll, I think. That was an uncursed scroll. Now I can unequip that wand. And... Oh, okay. Looks like it causes poison damage to enemies with a big floating cloud of miasma or something. Don't worry. Oops. I will stab you. Free her from the cage that she's in, and I guess I'll just keep on playing this until I die, but I'm not being especially careful or anything, so... That's an arrow trap there. Might be worth figuring out what's in it, though. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing above it. Okay, I thought maybe there would be something up there, but there wasn't. Oops, there was another arrow trap. I need to start figuring out what my potions do, too. That was speed. And that is... It only said it for a second. I didn't really see what it said, but it put a picture of a chicken on my screen. In the above my character stats there on the left. That's weird. That was a potion of strength, and... Oh, that was a potion of poison. Or just up poison. Oh, these things explode. Yeah. Since I still have the strength potion active, those guys were actually pretty easy to kill. Yeah, I'm just one-shotting stuff now, left and right. I mean, the bats usually aren't very tough anyway. Shopkeeper, what do you have? Reinforcing short bow. See, I never find bows and stuff when I'm playing as the archer. I'm gonna go ahead and take this because it says platform arrows, which I imagine means that I'll be able to shoot an arrow at a wall and then stand on it. Let's try that out. Okay. Oh yeah, I was standing on it. Blessed Wand of Healing. Oh, cool. I can use that on myself. I just guess I don't want to accidentally hit any enemies with this floating ball of healing, and it's already out of charges. Oh, it was cool while it lasted. What does this do? Oh, Scroll of Mapping. Reveals the entire map. Which, by the way, you can see the mini-map in the upper left corner. Before it was only showing the areas that I explored, now it's showing the entire stage, but the areas I haven't explored are highlighted in blue. Oh, there's another boss. Oh, not what I want to be using right now. If you can use the... Oh. I didn't know that ground pound thing caused an area of effect. If you can use the terrain to your advantage while fighting a boss, usually better that way. Okay, got him. Downward stab is actually kind of overpowered if you can get above an enemy like that. You do have to keep like mashing the button and holding down and kind of adjusting your position a little bit to make sure that you don't just bounce off to the side or something, but if you can get used to doing that, if you can just practice doing that, it's kind of OP. If you guys want to try this game, the old free alphas of it are actually still available on the game's website. Or actually, the most recent one is. Actually, they all might be still like on SourceForge or something. But I know that the main website, which I'll put a link to in the description, has the most recent free alpha, which is actually pretty different from this game. Like this version of the game, I mean. Ah, knocked him down onto the spikes. Go ahead and collect his stuff. Yeah, you can walk through spikes. Just don't step on them. Unless you have or fall. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. I'll try to remember to mute that so that it doesn't deafen anybody with headphones. Anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. I'm trying to push that brick out of the way so I don't have to go all the way around. In hindsight, this is probably actually taking longer. I'm really low on health right now. Do I have any healing potions? Potion of defense. Ah, I think that was, yeah, that was regeneration. The picture of the heart there means that it's regen. That'll bring some of my health back. There are two exits from this stage. There's one right here, and then there's one over to the right. I see something else on this stage I want to show you guys, though, so I'm going to stay here for a minute. Plus, it never hurts to pick up a little extra experience points, unless, of course, you get hurt in the process. So, this area over here, there are bombs in the game to blow through any wall in the game, but you don't need them if you see little rooms off to the side like this. It's not a terrain generation error. They are meant to be sort of hidden rooms, and if you didn't use a scroll of mapping, then you'd just barely be able to see them. But if you attack the wall, you can just break it. You can't do that on normal walls, as you can see there. That looks like it probably just goes to another cave area, so I'm going to see what this one does. It might take me to the forest area again. Oh, looks like ruins, actually. And this time, I don't have the ability to just stealth the entire time, so I'm going to have to actually fight this guy. And all the other ones that show up here. Can't remember if defeating the wizard, the floating wizard guy thingy, also defeats whatever he summoned, but I think I leveled up between levels too, which I forgot to actually do anything about. In this case, I'm actually going to put that point into vitality so I can get a little bit of health back. So when you boost your maximum health, your current health goes up a little bit to match, like percentage-wise or whatever. Ooh, a morning star. Probably not the best time to do this, but ooh. I think I got cursed. This has kind of an overhead arc pattern to the swing, and it seems to poison the enemies. Oh. I have no idea what that rune orb does. I found one on the last run too, but I never messed with it. Because I was running my butt off and I forgot. Oh gosh. Now I'm on fire. Here's an exit. Let's get out of here. These ruins stages are crazy. And I'm in another forest area again. They don't always go in this kind of order, at least from what I've experienced so far. You notice that the doors looked different in the stage where I said that there were two entrances before I went to the ruins. And I think those two different doors mean that I would have ended up in two different kinds of places. It just so happened that I ended up here. Probably should have switched to the sword or something to help me get out of there, but oh well. I was ready to die anyway because this video has been going on for a pretty long time. I need to stop recording now. As far as my recommendation for this game, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. It's already awesome, and it can only get more awesome from here. The developers seem to know exactly what they're doing and what they want to get out of this game, and yeah, I'm thrilled with it so far. I'm going to see if I unlocked anything else. Okay, I still have the same backgrounds, either none, strong, or deprived. I still have the same characters, including this crazy one that I don't know anything about. Really cool looking, though. I like the kind of wolf mask cowl thing. It's crazy. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.